This is a piece of the Norton County, Kansas meteorite. It fell in 1948. It was seen falling during the daytime, and as it got over the Kansas-Nebraska border, the main mass fell in a field that was owned by my relatives at the time, and this is a fragment of that meteorite. The main mass actually weighed about 2,300 pounds.
Wow. This is actually the meteorite in the original crater here that they're excavating. And who is the man on the top here?
The man in the top picture is Dr. Lincoln La Paz with the University of New Mexico. He was preparing the meteorite to remove it from the ground. In the bottom photo, we see two gentlemen from the University of Nebraska State Museum also taking a look at the meteorite. The University of New Mexico and the University of Nebraska actually bought and purchased the stone, and they paid, I believe, $3,600 for it.
There are a few things I loved about your story, and one of them that you'd shared with me earlier, that you actually became a geologist yourself because of this event.
I always remember going into my grandparents' house, and they kept this in a little box back in the closet, and I'd sneak in there and open it up and take a look at that.
What actual specific type of meteorite is this?
This is a stony meteorite. There's the three different kinds, the irons, the stonies, and the stony iron meteorites. This is a stony, and it's a rarer type of stony meteorite called a achondrite.
So all of this factors into the value of the piece. As you are aware in your field, most of the time you don't find a piece this big. This is actually large for a piece of meteorite. What I find most interesting about your story is the fact that this is now worth more than what the 2,300 pound mass sold for in 1948. This small piece, we all feel conservatively would have an estimate of at least $5,000 to $7,000 at auction. But with the caveat that meteorites are very, very specific, and depending upon the makeup of it, and as you had already pointed out, this is a stony, the more metal in the meteorite, the more valuable they become at auction. So without someone who specializes specifically in the sale of meteorites to analyze the exact content of this piece, it could be much, much more than that.